Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nico and I am a full-time eBay reseller and I'm about to become a full-time nurse again. I need help. My life is not working. I don't know. My little freezer that, it's like a 5-shelf freezer. It isn't upright, but it's not one of those big old ones. We've had those and they just last forever. But 3 or 4 years ago, when our big freezer went out, we're like, we don't have kids at home. We don't need this massive chest freezer anymore. We need a upright freezer, vertical freezer, but we don't need tons of space. So I got one at Sam's. It's great. It works great, except that even though it's a modern freezer, it still, develops like the big hunks of ice on the top. And I guess I've ignored it too long, but, now the door just won't shut. So I'm de-thawing that and using my ice pick, trying to, do all that. I don't have time today. It's not what I need to be doing. There's hardly any food in there anyway, but there's enough that I need the freezer. So I'm doing that, and then I go to get an IKEA bag. I have tubs of IKEA bags because I used to store all my inventory in IKEA bags. So I have 50 or 60 IKEA bags and they just never get destroyed. I think I've thrown maybe 1 or 2 away where the seams finally rip, on them. But I use them every day. I take mail in them. I go to the bins with them. I do all this stuff with them. But sometimes I store clothing in them. So when I need an extra one, I go back in that back bedroom closet and I just pull one out of this tub. Well, there was water everywhere in that closet. Thankfully, I needed one today, or who knows. I mean, we never go back in there. It's a spare bedroom. I have my consignment stuff stored in there for winter, for when I can start taking it in the room itself, in the bedroom. And so unless we have company or something, I go weeks and don't go open that closet door. So thankfully, thank God, I went back there. I needed an IKEA bag and there was a lot of water. I don't know. It's clean water. It doesn't smell sudsy. I don't think it's from the washing machine. Technically, I guess it could be from the dishwasher. It's not from the toilet. It's something from the upstairs down. But, my husband is at church and then he'll get someone, get the contractor who we normally use or something to come look at it. But anyway, so thankfully it's 99% packing materials and things like my IKEA bags stored in there. We did have a couple tubs of personal stuff. Some is my husband's G.I. Joe toys, which he won't sell. But they're plastic. These are all the plastic ones. They're like, except the Stagecoach, I guess it has like a fabric top. But none of that was ruined or wet. We did have like one tub of mementos. My husband had a tub without a lid on it, that had his diploma from when he graduated college. So that's a little wet. So I'm airing all that out. But yeah, guys, I just need help today. I don't know. I already was struggling and just with just a lot of stuff that has to be prepped in order to, go back to work full time. And so I was just going to take today and, kind of do a lot of like cleaning and side cleaning and all that. And then it ended up, today's Sunday. I didn't get to go to church because I was trying to air all that stuff out. So I'm just going to stay home for the day, call it a work day. I give up. I have too much, the freezer door won't shut. There's water coming from the ceiling down in that room over there. And I just admit defeat, and I am just going to take the entire day and work on those projects, and then I'm going to continue to work in my office. So this is just not working for me. I have all this wasted vertical space, and I need more table space to roller clothing off, to do all this. And over here too, I know you can't see it, but over here I have copy paper. I have the, stacks of these labels. I have a lot of things that could go vertical, in other words. I could get 2 free buffet tables if I just went vertical. And then all of this clothing on the floor now that I actually have inventory to list, it needs to just go on a shelf while it's waiting to be sold or waiting to be listed. And it can be right here, next to the photography table. I don't even have a good plan in here. I know that I have a lot of good metal shelves that are on rollers, and I'm going to take one from out of my garage where I've been storing this kind of stuff, and I'm going to put it in here. And I am going through by hand and finding these things that are small enough to fit in with my clothing system. So I am taking anything small enough, and if it can go down in here, it just goes with the clothing. Because I have all these little tiny boxes of good stuff, but when one sells, either I can't find it or my husband can't find it. Even if they're kind of in order on the shelf, the different sizes make it so that one number has to go below because it's like a, it's like a bigger box. And so I am fixing that problem also, so I won't need one or two of those really nice husky type roller shelves. And so that's all wasted space. I was gonna put pictures up there, but I don't need that. I need to take down, this needs to be a workroom, so I do not need more pictures on the wall. So I'm gonna put one big husky shelf there, and everything you see on all these tables and that pile there will forever then be stored on those nice 6-shelf metal shelves. So that'll help. And then I'm not worried about it today. It's been working, but you can see how narrow my photography table is. And I've been getting some really nice dresses and things. And I need a place where I can walk to and have either a mannequin or have a really wide photography table so that I could do a dress, because I do find Farm Rio dresses. I had a Baltic Born dress that I did yesterday, and it looks okay. I still get decent money, but I need a photography space that I use just very rarely, that I can just walk up to the wall and put it on. And so that's kind of more of a long-term project. Right now I do 99% pants, shirts, that kind of stuff. So I'm okay. I'm not going to worry about the photography thing yet. But that needs to be twice as wide, and I'm tired of the white carpet. It's old anyway, and it doesn't look the best. I need to get either the wood, wood flooring, that you just buy in big sheets. Not paneling, but it looks like that. It's just a big sheet from Home Depot. It's like a $20 or a $30 problem. It does get slick, so you can't go as vertical. But I think I could go that vertical and just use the same system I have, only it needs to be wider, and I would just hook it to that buffet table on the bottom so that it didn't fall off or something. It's an easy thing. I just need right now to I don't care if I have to take all those pictures down. I need a nicely painted area where a mannequin sits, or I can just have a hook on the wall to hang. I don't care. I don't need a mannequin. I don't really want one, but I do need a nice wood hanger so that I can do dresses and certain things. I won't hang something and go to that trouble unless it's worth like $50 or more, and unless it's like a dress that needs it. But yeah, this office is just not working for me, and so I was going to work on that today. Now I got to clean out the freezer too at the same time. But that's how life is, right? I'm sure all of you have something similar going on. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and ship the 8 order, get them ready to ship the 8 orders that I have that are going out tomorrow. I'm doing this because I'm doing a ton of editing. I'm pulling old items that I've had for 2 years that have not sold. So I'm going through, I'm ending them, and I'm putting them in either a thrift bag or a donate bag. Most of them are going to the, I'm sorry, that not right. The thrift is the donate, and then the consignment bag. And I make a lot of money on consigning just very common, clean clothing. So I have a huge IKEA bag that's going to go to consignment. Either if it's summer, it'll go this week. If it's not, it'll go in a couple months. But every time I add 20 or 30 or 40 Baltic Born dresses, Farm Rio pants. Let's see, I've got this Farm Rio. It's not a dress. It's a wide leg culotte thing, but still, this is the kind of stuff that I'm trying to get in my store. And I've got that stack right there is worth more than about 40 of my other items that I used to buy. I used to buy Izod. I used to buy, just Savane shorts. I'm not saying they can't sell. They sell for like $12 plus shipping. But that little stack right there is hand-picked and sells for better than 40 items that I have right now. So I'm trying to slowly pull 10 items off at a time and put 10, 20, 30 of the good stuff in there. So that's what I'm trying to work on. I've been content to let it be this really slow process. I wasn't in a hurry. But now I've just got too much and I need the consignment stuff, and it's going really well. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. So I'm going to ship these 8 orders because I don't want to go pull something like a box of stuff to look at and say, why do I still have this? You know, it's been 2 years. Why is this still here? And then find out that I relist it when it was already in the shipping queue. So whenever I do editing in my store, I always make sure all the items are shipped, you know, that within reason. So I just have to kind of keep a couple in my memory. So I have all these 8 items shipped, and then I'll go look at what is pending payment. I won't pull those, but I just want to know in my head that I'm not relisting something that has sold. So let's get started on the 8 items I got, guys. Life is good. It's just, I'm just like, really? Like, you know, I don't have time for water coming out of the ceiling, but none of us do, right? We never have time for that. All right, let me, after I hit myself in the face with the box, it went like, whew. All right, guys, I am a bundle of problems today, I feel like. Have you ever felt like that? You just feel like I wasn't even going to put makeup on or do my hair. This was a work day, and I'm like, I got to get into action, you know, and I slept in, let myself sleep in, and all that good stuff. Yeah, I think I might even have a shiner there, or whatever you call it when it's on your lip. I'm not kidding you. It hit me hard just now. Oof, ow. It feels like it's going to be puffy. All right. Nothing will surprise me today. I don't believe in, like, you know, weird stuff and that you have true bad days. I just feel like there's something happening in a cycle right now. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Okay, let's be happy and positive and get to where we need to go here. All right, this is an LL Bean sweater. It is a clearance item. I'm on the 5600s now, and this is number 4389. Let me look in the listing here. So I had this before February 22nd, but on February 22nd, I went in, did an edit, tried to fix it, tried to get the listing to sell. It's a really pretty cable knit. I don't want to pull it completely out because it's hard to get in there, but it's a really pretty cable knit sweater. And we had a really cold winter all across this country, I feel like. And so, you know, I relisted it, really put like, what, $13 on this or something. And I just still couldn't get it. So recently I've been running a 35 or 40% off sale on that really, really old stuff that still isn't moving. And you're going to see that it's working. It's really working. So I'm glad for that. I like LL Bean as a rule, but it just doesn't sell for me unless it's like a really large size and a really substantial piece. So this is a woman's size medium. And I took $9.99 plus shipping, so $20.34. No promotions or anything. So yeah, this is good. This is an item that pretty soon I would have gotten in there and had to just make a decision about. So now I got, probably in the end, I recouped about $5 of my cash flow, and I can go buy another Farm Rio item. That's my plan. This is the slowest process ever. My goal is to have, you know, my average sale price be like 35 to 40, and my goal is to have 100% items that have 100% sell-through rate. I think right now, realistically, I might be at 20 or 30% of having my store the way I want it. But it's okay. I'm making money, so it's fine. It's just, I know I can do better. And I know I can streamline things so that I can also have my nursing salary. I am selfish. I want both. I know I can do both, and but it's going to take a lot of organization. All right, 1 pound, 8.5 ounces. This is going to Saginaw, Michigan. I charged $9.75, and it's going to cost $8.30. Yeah, I think getting some more vertical space in here will help, because I have this big behemoth of a printer. I have this big brother printer with a scanner and everything. And then I have a smaller printer. I feel like, as isolated as I am, I can't just run to Walmart in the winter if one of my printers go bad to ship my orders. I could go across the street to the church. I could go to a friend's. I know there's other things. But this one printer was given to me by my mom anyway when she moved from Texas. She had too many printers. So, you know, it's not like I paid for it anyway. So, but with 2 printers, a standing desk, 2 computers, I just have no space. I've got to Gotta go vertical, guys. The problem down here is that I have paneling on the walls, which is fine. In and of itself, it's a basement, you know, or not a basement, it's a lower level. I have a nice big bay window here, but it doesn't bother me. But to take photos on it, I've been picky. I never like paneling behind like photos of dresses and stuff. The other issue is that on these outer walls there's cement, and so to get a hook in them is not the easiest thing ever done. So but I'm gonna have to figure that out. All right, this is a really pretty top. This is one of my newer items that I'm moving to. They did use my 26% off coupon and promoted listings. This is a size extra small, so that's the only reason that I allowed this to go, you know, for $19.99 plus shipping. So that's $23.58 because of the 26% off. If this had been even a medium large, definitely an extra large in this nice oversized gauzy type orange coral material, I would have tried to get 25 or 30. But this is a really good price for an extra small, I think. $23.58 total. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy. I didn't even look to make sure that I printed that last shipping label for tomorrow. I know where I live it should say tomorrow. They shouldn't be offering Sunday shipping. Yeah, it says tomorrow. Like, I should have checked that though. Should have been on top of it. All right, this is going to San Antonio, Texas. Now, this is my first shipment ever where it's using the USPS Ground Advantage. So that has replaced first class. And if you're shipping today for tomorrow, like I do, today was the day that everything now you're not going to find first class somewhere. So it says here, this service replaced first class package and parcel select effective July 9th. That is today. So, don't panic if you weren't on the Facebook group. Sometimes when you're working full time and you have kids and you're trying to just keep eBay going, you don't have time to hang out on the chat boards. But this is going USPS Ground Advantage. And it weighs 13 ounces. And I had to let my VA know, I put a big note that I felt like was simple for him to understand that there is no more first class. So if I put $6.99 as the shipping price, you have to pick USPS Ground Advantage. So I hope he has other customers he works for, so hopefully they're also telling him and he'll get it pretty quickly. Otherwise, I'll have to fix my drafts when he gets them done today. All right, I charged $6.99 because this is going to Texas and it weighs 13 ounces. I had to bump it up from the 12 to the 13 because it's 12.6 ounces, so it's going to cost $6.22. If this had been just 6 ounces lighter, it would have been like $4.88. That's a huge jump. But it's okay. Yeah, I got all the water. We have some stuff out on the lawn. There's some cardboard I'll have to throw away. No loss at all. I only have all that on hand because I'm doing so many hard goods for my son and this other gal. And so it's nice to just have every size box I need. I don't want to have to go hunting boxes because then it's not worth my time. So I just had kind of a closet full of that other than that one tub. So thankfully, because we've had other nicer stuff in there before, and it would have been really sad. We would have lost some pictures and stuff. But thankfully, in the last 6 months to a year, we deep cleaned that all out again, looked at why we have this stuff, and thankfully... All right, this is a Dream Knit by Quaker Factory. So I've never heard of Dream Knit until I found this, but it does say Dream Knits by Quaker Factory. This is a 2X gray cardigan. It's almost like Chico's Traveler's material. I hoped it would do better. I think I pulled this out of the bins. Don't quote me. It's been probably 6 months, if not longer. I may have had this before No, I wouldn't have. I would have had this only for 6 months because of the way I numbered it. I know. I've got March 17th here, so it's possible, but I think that was an edited time, like an end, sell similar, fix it. I think I've had this longer than just since March. But either way, I'm glad it went. I got a good price for it in the end. It sold via promoted listings. I took $13 plus shipping, so $22.75. Back here. my mat is slick. Okay. Let's see. Going priority padded flat rate to Lewisberry, Pennsylvania. I charge $9.75 and it's going to cost $8.30. So yeah, my goal, if I can do it mentally and physically and everything else, is to stay home until Thursday. And then I'll go and get in the area. I'll pick up my mom. I won't pick her up that day, but I'll go stay near her. Help my brother maybe move a few things. He's moving, not out of town, but he's moving from her house where he was just bunking temporarily with his family after moving from China, and he was just looking for a house and everything, so he's found that. So I'll go on Thursday and just kind of help what I can, and do a lot of shopping myself. I have a $350 credit now at that store. When I went to drop off my bag yesterday, I had $399 in store credit. So I took $50 in cash because you can ask for a check. I could have actually took $400 in cash yesterday, but I think it's better used to keep buying. I find high-end stuff in there, so I'm really convinced that that's the smarter choice. So I took $50, and then I need to get back there and spend that. Nothing's going to happen to it. This business has been in business for, I think their parents owned it before, so like 25 years. I don't want to say more than that, but like 20 some years. And so it's not going anywhere. They're not going to lose my credit, but still, I just want to use it. I don't want it sitting there, just not good. Soft surroundings. Okay, this is a good clearance item. Now this would be really good. I have it wrapped in there because it has a built-in bra, so it has underwire on it. So whenever there's something with underwire, I bubble wrap it, or I make sure that it's not going to get bent in the mail. So it's just a white shirt with a built-in bra, soft surroundings. It's kind of different. I don't know if I'd wear it. It's like a full long sleeve shirt, but it has a built-in bra, so a little different to me. But anyway, I had picked it up either at the bins or something. Everybody else must think it's strange too, because it didn't go very well. I've had this for way over a year at least. So $6.99 plus shipping, so $14.78. But I was gonna get to where I had to edit this, and thankfully it just sold on that like 40% off sale plus whatever. So okay, 10 ounces. This is going USPS Ground Advantage again. Let's see. I charged $6.95, and what did I say? It is 10 ounces, and so it's going to cost $5.04. Goodbye. Yeah, I have 3 or 4 things today that aren't high price sales, but I'm glad they're going. It's still $20 in my pocket to go rebuy the better stuff. Now that I have no excuse, I have no excuse of COVID. The stores are open. The bins are open. I'm finding really good stuff. Plus, the consignment stores are full of great stuff. So anyway, like I was saying, I'm going to try to go on Thursday and spend that credit. And then Friday, I have to take my mom to Denver to the airport. So if I feel like I have enough done here, I'm going to take her, drop her off, and just stay the night there in Denver for 2 reasons. First of all, just to make sure she does get on her plane. If there's any delay or she ends up having to stay the night, then I already have the hotel and I'm there, and she doesn't have to sit in the airport. She's 75 years old. I don't want her stuck sitting in an airport for 10 hours if the plane is that delayed. I would just go get her if it was rescheduled, or go hang out with her at the airport. Oh, I guess I couldn't. Once she's through security, I guess I couldn't. But, something. So I want to do that, and then I'll just shop. Since I'm driving that far, I feel like I need to go sell stuff and go get stuff, because I still have about a $300 to $400 credit in Denver that I want to spend. There's no sense going around selling stuff to people if you're not going to spend your credit, right? All right, Simply Emma. This is a really nice tunic, handkerchief, hem shirt. I just listed this. How long ago? Simply Emma isn't the very best brand ever, but I listed this on June 27th, so I've only had it about 2 weeks. Let me get back to it. So I went ahead and took $13.99 plus shipping, so $22.71. I think I was going to consign it. I bought it for consignment from the bins, and then I was just a little short of inventory that week. And I thought, this is a nice gauze, flowy type shirt. It will sell right away. So even though I took a really low price, it's fine. I'm actually okay with that. Okay, 9 ounces. USPS Ground Advantage. This is going to Missouri City, Texas. I charged $6.99. It's going to cost $5.04. Yeah, every time I pre-ship on a Saturday or Sunday, and if you're an old OG person to my channel, you know I've said this before and it's probably boring, but I find that once this shipping is done and then I'm listing today and then I'm editing and ending and selling similar, I mean, my sales, it may take 24 hours, but my sales will make a difference in all of that work, and especially on pre-shipping. I don't know why, I just find that it's like something that eBay sees that you're doing in the business, and I have noticed 100%, I've tested it out, and my sales are better when I'm shipping on, you know, the day. Okay, Toad and Company pants, $46.11. I've had these, let's see, let me go look, since March 18th at least. That's probably accurate. Maybe a few months before, and then I edited them. They do, sorry, I should have left the thing open. Let me see. They have read in the title. So I think I got these home and realized that I had missed some stains on them. I don't know what that means. A few mailings on the pants. I don't know what we put in there. A few scuffs and stains on the leg of the pants. I don't know what it means down in my description. This is why it's not my VA's fault. It's my fault. I'm the last person who saw this listing. They didn't. It says somewhere here, Toad and Company pants, men's size 36, tan, fly zip, flat front, straight leg, outdoor, stains, a few mailings on the pants. I don't know. That's probably why they didn't sell. People are like, what does that mean? Anyway, they did finally sell today. Sold via promoted listings. $7 plus shipping, so $17.17. You know, these are outdoor pants. They're kind of hiking and gorp-core pants, so you can have a few small stains on them. But Toad and Company, I don't know if I would pick up the pants again. I do good on the vintage Horny Toad stuff, you know, before they change their name. Toad and Company, I do okay, but I'm having trouble getting $25. I don't know why. So I probably won't pick up a lot of it again. This is going to Williamston, Michigan. I charged $9.75 and it's going to cost $8.30. Yeah, I've got to do all this editing and get everything perfect because in August we're going to try to take a trip to Canada if my husband's aunts can see him, and we'll drop my dad off in Michigan, and he'll see all his family and relatives there. You know, we're just going to kind of road trip it, which will be really fun. But my friend will do some shipping for me, and it's just a type A thing. She's worked for me, not technically, but been my friend and shipped for me and stuff before, so she can always find stuff, but still, I hate to do that to her. And plus, I'm just type A. I've got to clean this up. It's just not making me happy at all. All right, so this item is a Batman Arkham City Armored Edition Nintendo Wii U with the manual water damage. So it's a video game that the art has just a slight little bit of water damage. My son orders things on eBay to resell on Amazon, or he finds things in big groups at sales, and so he'll just buy them all. So I think he had thought we could get 9 or 10 on this, but we've had this too long. He's clearancing this out. Excuse me. But it's still good considering that he buys big boxes of video games for $20 and he sells the big ones on Amazon. Then this is just extra money. But still, we wouldn't do this for $5 normally. So we sold it for $5 plus shipping, $12.57. But it's another thing out of our hair. So we're glad. He's clearancing a lot of his stuff that I've had for 4 or 5 months that we listed a few months ago. Let's see, this is 8. You know, he just has, he's one of the few people I could do consignment for because he has the same philosophy of we just need to get this going. You know, not after a couple weeks, but after 3 or 4 months, stuff needs to get moving. So I charged $6.75 for first class, and it's going to cost $4.44 going to Doral, Florida. We got one more, guys, one more. I let myself run out of poly mailers, so I have like 300 or 400 coming. But for right now, thankfully, I have an endless supply of these things. My dad gave me a ton when he quit selling on Amazon, and I had a bunch too. So I'm just packing all my new items in those, and then when one sells, I'm putting it in the bag. Okay, so this item I just listed. Let me show it to you. I knew these were something. The only problem is that I have a buyer who would like Ralph Lauren of any kind, let alone vintage. But, you know, my eBay business has to come first. So I had to decide, you know, do I sell these to her? She would have paid about $8, maybe even 10 for this. And I know by the time, you know, I have fees and everything, I wouldn't have had to list this yesterday. But I decided, you know, I need some really good eBay stuff. So this is a Ralph Lauren. It is a dry clean only, 100% cotton. I think this is USA made. Do I have USA in the title? It's vintage without a doubt. Yeah, I don't have whether it's USA made or not, but anyway, it's this really nice cottage core type style jacket. It's cotton, but it is beige, and it just is kind of a faux wrap, or it's actually a wrap. It's got these ties on it. So anyway, sold literally, was it overnight or the day before? I think yesterday I listed this. July 8th, today's the 9th, so sold overnight, literally, for $45 plus shipping, so $51.99. You know, maybe I even underpriced it. I looked up all these type of things, and I have 4 more that are similar. They're shirts, though. They're button-down shirts. My problem is I do put in the listing, you know, hey, this is a vintage size, so this is not going to fit someone who wears a size 10 now. So that's always the problem on vintage. But we'll see. Maybe they have a store, which would be a lot better if they had a store, or if they're going to resell it, then the fit isn't my problem. So that's what I'm hoping, actually. I like selling to other resellers, so if you see something you want, let me know. I got to cross all that off. So anyway, I'm hoping that she likes it and I don't get a return on it. Okay. 8 ounces, that's good. It'll fit under the cheaper. No coupons or anything used. No promoted listings was used. And 8 ounces. This is going to Rochester, New York, and I charged $6.99, and it's going to cost $4.31. So that's all I have today, guys. 8 items for $185.89. It's Sunday, not even noon yet, so I'm hoping to have another 8, 10, 20 would be nice. A lot more orders before tomorrow morning. If I have another 8 or 10, I'll probably do another quick short video just to keep my bag full and clearance out my garage, since I'm in there trying to, you know, clean up everything anyway. And it'll just be 8 or 10 more things out of my space. But anyway, guys, that's all for now. Pray for me that I can literally, you know, handle all these events. We still don't know where the water's coming from, so pray for us that we actually like find the source of the water, whether it's the washing machine, the sink upstairs. We don't see any evidence of any water in any of those rooms. It might be a broken pipe, you know. I mean, it hasn't been that cold. In the middle of winter, you would know, but I have no idea. But anyway, we just need to find the source of it, because it's still dripping down. It's not a flood now, but it's still dripping, and it could have been that way for weeks, just a small drip. So, you know, we really need help finding the source of that. And anyway, I hope next time I do a video, even by tonight, that I have a shelf there and that I've gone more vertical and that I've made a little progress. All right, we'll see you. Have a good day. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you could. Bye-bye.